Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to another session of Meditations with Marigny. So, if you like my videos, I need you to click like. If you love them, I need you to share it with a friend. And if you enjoy my channel and what I speak about, I would love for you to subscribe or ask someone that you know to subscribe. And jump in the comments and leave me some. So tonight it's going to be a quick one because I'm just sitting here. I'm doing some homework for those of you that follow me on a regular basis. I am completing my master's of teaching. I have a master's already, but it's in human services. And in order for me to teach and be certified in teaching and work in that field, it requires that I have to get certified. So that's what I'm working on. But for those of you that don't follow me, now you know something different about me. I like for my constituents to be engaged with me. I like for those that watch my channel to kind of know a little bit about my personal life, just a tad bit. So tonight, I really wanted to, you guys see I have on my little festiveness here. If you've been watching my channel, I've been going at it. So I've had on the elf ears. I got me some little Christmas trees. I'm going to add me some pearls to that. And if you understand the assignment, then you know why I'm adding those pearls. And if you don't be afraid to ask me. Just put it in the chat and I'll tell you. But if you know, you know. But guys, I wanted to talk about um, just like the happy wife life. So you guys know that I have been on this online dating thing, and tonight I didn't decide to dress up anything fancy. I had already kind of put on a comfy shirt, and then I was like, well, don't do the video because if you do the video now, you know, you don't have on your festive items. And so I was like, well, throw the little hat back on and just go do it. And I think that we have commercialized normalcy so much that people don't even know how to just be regular in their household. Like the average person is not walking around every day with a full beat face and stilettos on. The average mother and wife, she is in some sweatpants and tennis shoes on the average. And so, even for guys, you know, he is not always dressed up in a suit and, you know, carrying his briefcase or riding in a fancy car. Sometimes he's just the brother that's outside running the lawnmower across the yard. So, I think that we need to think more about being authentic than we are being perfect. And I'm saying that because it's the holiday time. And this is a season where, you know, I kind of had to step out. For those of you that follow me, you know that I kind of took a major pay cut in order to take this position. And I had to step out and kind of ask family for some assistance on a few things. And at first, I was just going to suffer in silence. But then I said, you know, a closed mouth don't get fed. And then I thought about all the seeds that I have sown. How many people have I given to and you know, sown seeds into their lives and done things for their families. And, you know, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to be okay with not having the image of the soft wife life. And the soft wife life, and I mean women and men, you know, um, understanding that it's okay to lean in sometimes. The strong person sometimes need to be the one to lean in and not always just give it. And yesterday I did a video talking about, you know, leveling up with the people who pour into you. You know, some people are depleted because they have given so much to people that are never going to give back to them. I was talking to someone about drinking or people who have a, you know, drinking habit or a challenge. And I said there's a never ending process to the end of the bottle because at the bottom of that bottle, they have to get another one to then keep the cycle going. And I'm just saying that to you that as we go into the holiday season, don't go into it sad. Don't go into it mad. Don't go into a lot of debt. Just do what you need to do or what you can do for your family. And then that you can't do, just let the chips fall where they may. Get in the kitchen and bake some brownies with your kids. my kids, I baked some brownies for them the other day and they were like, Mommy, thank you. They know I love to bake anyway, but I like to serve my family. And because I enjoy serving them, we just sat and talked about the brownies. And sometimes I'll ask them, hey guys, do you think you like them with the chips in it? Should I have put pecans? How do you like it? But also, we put on music and we just clean the house, and it gives us a chance to just spend quality time together. So, as we think about going into the holidays, don't think about what you don't have. I was telling someone today, we get up every day and we choose whether or not we want to live, whether or not we want to give, whether or not we want to be happy, whether we want to be sad. Now, that doesn't mean that in our humanistic way we don't go through some things, but it does mean that we have a choice of whether we're going to stay in that place. If we go through a sad time, or we go through a rough time, or we go through a hard time, it doesn't mean that it's not realistic for us. It just means that we choose that we're not going to stay in that place. And I think during this time of year, people really have to key in on that, because things are so commercialized. And to be honest with you, things are so expensive. I like to craft. So for those of you that have followed me for a while, you may have seen me doing crafts over the year, or you see me do a DIY project on my channel. One of them was where I put down an epoxy floor downstairs in my basement. And, when I went to the craft store the other day, I had to be very selective in what I was getting, because what normally would have cost me about $60, $70 ended up being $125. And it just kind of made me think about the fact that components that a year ago we were paying $5 for. And I'll give you one specific example. I like the little packets of smell good that you can get. You can get it at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, or sometimes you get it at TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Ross. Those stores will have the little packets, and it's like three components. There are three packets that you can put it like in your closet. I like to sprinkle it on the floor, and that way whenever we vacuum, it always gives the house a good smell good. And those packets used to be, I want to say they were $5.99. uh the last time that I think I purchased them, at the beginning of the year or so, and usually I'll buy several of them so then I don't have to keep going back. But they were $8.99 when I purchased them the other day. And so I thought to myself, without, they almost double, still getting the same product, but the price has almost doubled. So how are consumers going to be able to make it in this economy? And what I looked at is that is more of a want than a need. So that $8 or $9 packet may have to be cut out in the future, just because it's not a part of what my regular budget is going to be able to entail. But that's not going to make or break me. It's not going to make me happy. It's not going to make me sad. It's just going to be different for what I'm able to do. And so, if you are faced with making some changes because your financial components have changed, or you are dealing with a different outcome this season, don't be discouraged. Be encouraged. Know that God is in everything that we're dealing with. All things work together for our good. And all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So when you know that you're called according to his purpose, you just don't worry about anything. Does it give you a little bit of uneasiness? Yes, it should, because in our human aspect, we have to respond that way. But then I have to lean back in and say, I trust the Lord. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. So just remember to seek God first. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. So even if you just came on just to hear that God is with you tonight, I just want to make sure that you are encouraged and knowing that He is with you. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Meditations with Marigny. If you like the video, click like. I'd love for you to share it with a friend, and I would love for you to subscribe. Bye.